Okay, so today is the day for another stupid adventure. Today I am earning my Brompton by doing the inaugural Brompton Century Ride. Except this time, instead of going 50 miles out and back, I am doing a 1 mile loop 100 times. Okay, so all that you just saw was 10 laps. And it turns out each lap is about 1.08, so I'm at almost 11 miles. But so far so good. It's starting to get warm, so I'm taking off all my layers. And I'm just gonna keep cranking it. But so far I'm having a blast, so let's keep it up. So we are actually getting pretty close to being almost a third of the way done. We're pushing 30 miles here, 50K, so that'll be a pretty big milestone. Just a few more loops and we'll hit that, and then start making our towards 50 and the halfway point. So far I'm not regretting this decision, but we'll see how I feel in a few hours. Despite the repetitive nature, for someone that's very numbers oriented and likes to think about math in my head and calculating, differences and distances left and times left, and I really enjoy doing all that sort of calculus in my head. Anyway, now you guys have a really good sense of what my morning's been like, and you probably already recognize certain visual cues and markers along the route. So I think we're up to a really good start. I feel pretty good considering we're almost a third of the way into this, and I've only been at it for 2 hours and 20 minutes, so there's no way I'm going to maintain this pace, but that's a sub 8 hour 100, so I'd be pretty content with that. Yeah. All right, so we're just about to cross 30 miles here. 29.99, 30, there it is. Excellent. Man, that's great, 30 miles. Next loop will be a 50K. All right, there it is, 31.11, 50K. All right, we just hit 33 miles in a little over 2.5 hours. So we should hit the 1/3 mark right around 2:40. Legs are getting a little rubbery, but that's to be expected. Oh. What do we have to eat? All right, we just hit 39 in just a little over 3 hours. So that is 36 loops. I am going to do one more and take a break at 40. Okay, mile 40. I just went in, ate a bunch of brownies, drank a whole bunch of iced tea, and I just cooled off a little bit. I'm gonna knock out these next 10, and then I'm gonna take a proper lunch break and really kind of just take a good 30 minutes to recenter, and then start the second half. So let's knock out this next 10. So we are finishing up lap 48, which will put us right at 52 miles on the button. So I decided to do a couple extra laps before taking my lunch break so that I would not only end on an even number, but give me a little bit of a head start when I come back from lunch. Sitting at home, 52 miles in, about to crack into a really awesome sandwich and a whole can of fizzy water. And I feel good, doing well, trying not to think about the fact that I still have 48 miles to go. But so far, I've had a positive attitude and I've been smiling despite the heat and the sun. The bike's been running great. Everything's been just going well. No incidents with cars or anything like that. There is that tiniest of little voices that's starting to creep in that's saying, this was a really stupid idea. Oh, that was really stupid. So I'm hoping I can keep that voice at bay until at least like 80 miles because I'm starting to hear it ever so slightly in the back of my head. So we're trying to stay positive. And you know, it's not even the loop format. I love the 1 mile loops, I really do. It's more just the total distance that I wasn't probably adequately prepared for. So, but anyway, legs still feel good and I'm still smiling right now. Ask me again in 30 miles though, we'll see. Gonna eat this sandwich, check back in a bit. There's definitely a temptation to just call it at 50. Gotta fight that off. Man, it really has turned out to be an awesome day. Beautiful clouds in the sky, perfect temperature, nice breeze. It's just a great day for this. I'm getting spoiled here. It's amazing what a little food will do. I was definitely on a bonk there, a little bit of a sugar low. So this is good. Yeah, boy, those last 10 miles, they were tough. I think I was just really starting to get droopy. So you all might remember when I said this. When you buy a new bike that you're really proud of and that you've been waiting for, I feel like it doesn't truly become your bike until you've ridden 100 miles in one go on it. Well, I still firmly stand by that statement. And I believe that you don't truly come to know your bike and truly earn it, honestly, until you've done a century ride on it and you've gone 100 miles in one go. So despite the aches and pains I'm now feeling at mile 63, I am very glad that I set out to do this today because it's almost like a bonding experience. Okay, so we are past 65 miles, which means we are also past 60 loops. We are on our 61st loop right now. It's really starting to add up. Something psychologically changes when you get to 70 and it just feels so much closer to the end than 68 does. It's hard to explain. I've found this to be true in running races as well. Okay, so we are at 67 miles. So I'm gonna go bang out 3 more and take a longer break, but I at least wanted to come in and get a little oil on the chain, seeing as though it's being worked pretty hard today. Okay, we have just crossed into 70.07, and man, it's a good feeling. Less than a 50K to go, out of the wretched 60s, and I'm starting to see that faint light at the end of the tunnel. All right, well, I'm back inside. I am at 71 and a half, I think, 71.52 miles. And I just wanted to take another decent break. I figure I've gone 20 miles since lunch break. It's time to sit down and chug some fluids and just relax. So it's starting to get a little bit tough. So thankfully I've got less than 30 miles to go now, which is a really nice number. And it's starting to seem a little bit more plausible and actually doable. So if you would have asked me this morning at mile 12, I would have been a little bit discouraged, but right now I'm feeling much more optimistic about how things are going. So if the rain holds off, I think we'll be in great shape. All right, I'm gonna chug some fluids here and then get back on the bike. Right, and just like that, we are coming up on 78 miles. We're at 77.5. The end of this loop will be 78 exactly. So yeah, 72 loops, 78 miles. Pretty darn awesome. I remember that little nagging voice that I was telling you about on my lunch break. Yeah, that's kind of a stupid idea. Oh, that was really stupid. I think I've made it to that point where I'm realizing how stupid of an idea this was. Okay, everyone, so we're almost at 85 miles, and I'm definitely ready to be done. So I'm gonna go out and bang out another 6, get to 91, take another long break, and then see how I wanna break up that last 9. So it's 4:30 p.m. and it's gonna take me at least another hour and a half, I'm guessing. So I should be done by about 6 o'clock. All right, time to get back on the bike. We are about to hit 90 miles, and that is really exciting. 89.97, 98. There it is. Man, that's awesome. 10 miles to go, 10 laps. I'm getting really excited now. Heck yeah. We're in the single digits, baby. I just did a lap in 4:11. I think I'm starting to get a little excited. So after this loop, I'm gonna take a short break, and then we'll do 3 groups of 3, and then we'll be done. I like that math. The nice thing about doing these loops is I don't have to carry anything with me. I can just wait till I get to the end of the loop and then drink and eat. We've got 3 laps left total, and we're done. We are at 97.58 miles. Wow. I mean, really we got less than that because really just going for 100. But I will finish out the last lap. Let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? All right, I'm not sure if you can see this, but we have just crossed into the 99th mile. We have less than a mile to go. I cannot believe it. And I still actually feel fantastic. I mean, my legs are a bit wobbly, but I cannot believe how good I feel. One more loop. I only have to pass these trees one more time. Here we go. Bell lap. last loop. Oh my God, it's such a good feeling. I felt like I was never going to get here. And yet, here we are. 99.9293. We're gonna have to stop at 100. There it is. 100.0 in 7:53. We did break 8 hours. I'll be damned. I basically kept the same pace all day while moving and barely slowed down. Now, of course, that again is my moving time. I was pausing it during breaks, so that is simply time on the bike. I think my total time is probably closer to 9, because I took like a 30-minute lunch break and a couple of 5-minute breaks and I think a 10-minute break. So if this was a race, I would be at 9 hours. That's okay. I can't believe I'm done. It's just weird. I'm just victory lapping right now, and it's very strange to me. And done. 100.8. Okay, great success. I am home. 100.8 miles. I could not have asked for a more perfect execution of a day. I ran into no trouble at all. The bike was great. My legs were fine. My fatigue level was fine. I ate, I drank. A couple times, you know, I was a little bonky, but for the most part, I was in great shape. So I don't know if that speaks to, probably speaks to the quality of the bike. I mean, this is a Brompton we're talking about, and I had no doubt that I'd be able to do 100 miles on it, and that the bike would be just fine. And if anything, the bike was a luxurious ride, and it left me with almost no muscle fatigue whatsoever. So huge plug for Brompton right there. I don't know what else to say. I'm just really thrilled, and I feel like, you know, I have this tradition of earning my bikes, and I feel like that was a really fun way to earn it. And for the most part, those loops I actually really enjoyed. There was only a couple times where I was starting to get a little dizzy and sick of the loops, but I had great weather for it, and it was fun. It was just really fun. So I'm gonna end this very long video right here and just say, take care, be safe out there. If you've got a Brompton, enjoy it. If you've got any questions about a Brompton that I might be able to answer, I'm happy to try and answer in the comments. So feel free to leave me questions. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully it won't be doing 100 miles. Whew. All right, I'm gonna go eat some ice cream.